The resurrection of our Lord is not only history, it is glory, wonder, and eternal victory. Through his death and rising, Christ has crushed death, destroyed sin, and set humanity free. The resurrection of our Lord is glorious, both magnificent and full of wonder, because he trod upon death as upon sleep and rose up victorious. He carried the iniquity of the world and slept like Ezekiel. He died to sin and rose up from the tomb without corruption. All debts of all peoples everywhere, the Mighty One carried and remained on the cross. The Father ordained for him 3 days to remain in Sheol, so that in their number the iniquity of the world should be consumed. The Omniscient One weighed the sins of the world and the death of his Son, and set a limit that by how much duration they would be destroyed. For all generations the Redeemer died for 3 days, and the iniquity of all he carried off by his death, and set them free. He bound sin and fastened it with nails, and by his death he put death itself to death. By his death he killed it, and he himself rose up, but he left sin and death behind in Sheol. He carried the sins and delivered his body to be pierced through, and by his wounds he battered them until they were done away with. Yet he did not become weak. The whole iniquity of the world he carried in his death, but he was not corrupted when he rose up. The sins of the peoples took flesh in him, and he immolated them. Iniquity died in him, but he rose with power, and iniquity did not rise with him. He carried the burden of debts, was wearied as Ezekiel, and was sealed in the tomb for 3 days. The Mighty One carried the iniquity of the earth, greater than mountains, and those sufferings dragged him along. He did not lay it aside until he brought it to an end. This is the mystery of the resurrection. Christ trampled death, destroyed sin, and rose victorious. He left corruption in the grave, but he brought forth life for all generations. This is our hope. This is our salvation. Christ is risen. Truly, he is risen.